Hello kids, please subscribe my channel and enjoy the new video.
Title: The Magical Adventures of Princess Elara. Once upon a time, in the heart of an enchanted forest, there was a hidden kingdom called Luminara. This was no ordinary kingdom. It was a land where the trees whispered secrets, rivers shimmered with stardust, and the skies danced with glowing creatures known as lumaflies. At the center of this magical realm stood a magnificent crystal palace, home to a kind and brave fairy princess named Elara, the beginning of the adventure. Princess Elara was unlike any other fairy in the kingdom. With her shimmering wings, she could fly faster than the wind, and her long hair sparkled like the night sky. Elara's most special gift, though, was her ability to communicate with nature. She could talk to animals, hear the voice of flowers, and even summon the power of the stars when in need. One peaceful morning, as Elara was practicing her spells in the palace garden, a soft flutter of wings caught her attention. It was Lumina, the tiny royal messenger bird, with a letter tucked under her wing. Urgent message from the elders, chirped Lumina, her voice filled with worry. Elara unrolled the letter, her face growing serious as she read it. The magical light of Luminara was fading, and the elders feared that the powerful crystal of light, the heart of their kingdom, was in danger. Without it, Luminara's magic would disappear forever. The quest begins. Determined to save her kingdom, Princess Elara gathered her closest companions, Zephyr, a mischievous wind sprite who could change the direction of the breeze, and Ivy, a clever forest nymph who could talk to plants and weave incredible spells with her vines. Together, they set off on an epic journey to find the lost crystal of light. Their first destination was the Misty Mountains, where the wise dragon Eldros guarded the ancient knowledge of Luminara. Eldros was said to have once known the secret of the crystal's location, but no one had seen him in centuries. The trials of the Misty Mountains. As they approached the mountains, a thick fog swirled around them, making it difficult to see the path. Zephyr used his wind magic to clear a way through the mist, while Ivy spoke to the trees, guiding them safely forward. At the mountain's peak, they found Eldros resting in his cave. His scales shimmered with every color of the rainbow, and his eyes glowed with ancient wisdom. Princess Elara, Eldros rumbled, his deep voice echoing through the cave. I have been waiting for you. The crystal of light was hidden long ago to protect it from the shadow sorcerer, who seeks to plunge Luminara into eternal darkness. Elara's heart sank at the mention of the shadow sorcerer, an ancient enemy of the kingdom. Eldros continued, to find the crystal, you must first prove your worth by completing 3 tasks. Pass through the river of reflection, navigate the labyrinth of illusions, and confront the sorcerer in the abyss of shadows. The river of reflection. The companions traveled to the river of reflection, where the water was so clear it mirrored the sky perfectly. As they crossed the river, Elara saw visions of her past moments of doubt and fear that made her question her abilities as a princess. But with the support of Zephyr and Ivy, she realized that her strength came from her kindness, courage, and love for her people. With this newfound confidence, they crossed the river safely. The Labyrinth of Illusions. Next, they entered the Labyrinth of Illusions, a maze that played tricks on their senses. They saw doorways that led nowhere, paths that looped in circles, and creatures that weren't really there. But Elara used her connection to nature, feeling the energy of the plants beneath her feet, to guide them out of the labyrinth, the abyss of shadows. Finally, they arrived at the abyss of shadows, where the shadow sorcerer awaited. His eyes glowed with malice, and his dark magic swirled around him like her wings shimmering in the dim light. The sorcerer tried to cast a spell to drain her magic, but Elara called upon the stars above, summoning a beam of pure light that shattered the darkness. With one final burst of courage, Elara raised her hand, and the crystal of light appeared, floating before her. The sorcerer let out a furious cry as the crystal's power banished him from Luminara forever. The return of light. With the crystal of light restored, Elara and her companions returned to Luminara. As they placed the crystal back in the heart of the kingdom, the entire land was bathed in golden light. The trees sparkled, the rivers sang with joy, and the lumaflies danced brighter than ever before. Princess Elara had saved her kingdom, proving herself not only as a powerful fairy but as a true leader who cared deeply for her people and the world around her. And so, the magical kingdom of Luminara thrived once more, with Princess Elara reigning as a beacon of hope, courage, and